Hey, folks, welcome to Affiliate Nerd Out. I am your nerderator, Dustin House. Spreading that good word about affiliate marketing. You're going to find me here every Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific. So put it on the calendar and join me. And my guest today is Vic Giorgio and
That's it.
business
Yep.
partner over at Appy Stash. Welcome to the Nerdatorium, Mr. Two Timer Club right here, Vic.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I can't believe it's been like over a year since the last time we did it. Like so much stuff changed for the better, actually, which is amazing. That
Yeah.
podcast was like kind of the reason why we partnered up on Stash in the end. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't know how I got on your radar, but I do remember like our first interaction on LinkedIn
yeah,
is I ignored you. Like just some guy
that's
from
true.
Romania is trying to like be on my podcast or said he liked my podcast. I'm like, cool,
Yeah.
thanks. And he's like, hey, try my tool out. This thing's good for affiliate managers. And I finally took a look at it and I said, well, hell, this is the best product on the market. Like, how'd you do this? And then that sparked a conversation of us being business partners today. So I'm super glad I you were persistent, and I love that about you. You still have that fire inside of you. One of the biggest things I love about you.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. So happy. I think I was like just looking for people that had podcasts in the industry, and obviously, like with you having one of the bigger ones on LinkedIn, I think I just applied to be on. But yeah, I'm super happy. And I think like we're definitely building one of the best tools out there for affiliate managers to help ease their life and just continue making that tool better.
Well, that's what it's all about, buddy. And that's what we do on a consistent basis. And we're going to get into Appy Stash and some of the cool things that we're doing today. But before we do, let me ask Vic, who are you?
Yeah. I mean, currently, I guess I'm like a high school student, part-time entrepreneur. But if you ask me personally, I'm a entrepreneur, part-time high school student. So, but just in case my
Okay.
parents say this, I'm still like a full-time high school student for most people. And yeah, pretty much I just love building software. I love everything when it comes to software coding, automations and stuff like that. Like I like building products that make people's lives easier, whether it's like making their marketing processes easier, helping them save time, money, and so on. I'm just like a nerd when it comes to tech, and like the affiliate industry has just happened to be one of the industries that I felt I could have an impact in, and basically like help people be more successful.
Yeah. I and that is what makes you tick. Like you have this entrepreneur mindset and you're just built different than so many people that I've ever met. When I was your age, I was out there just chasing girls and playing sports. And you go to high school, you come home, you work for 3 to 4 hours a night, you work on
Right.
weekends, like you're not out there partying with others. You are hyper focused, and it is so incredible for me to watch and see you develop your skills in this. I'm just happy to be a part of your life at this point. I know you're going to go on to
Appreciate it,
do
man.
great things, man.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
all right, Vic, what do you do and who do you serve out there?
So I'm I guess for the most part, I like building software. So everybody that needs software in their workflow in their life, that's who I'm serving at this moment. And obviously with Affistash, we're serving affiliate managers. We're helping them in their affiliate recruitment and influencer recruitment process using AI and using a bunch of other advanced technologies. So if you're somebody out there, I'm sure if you're following Dustin, you probably already know about the product. But yeah, that's kind of like what I'm focused on right now, like just building software.
The product is Affistash that we're working on together, and we've been business partners for over a year now. And it is really hard
Oh
for
yeah,
me as a creative mind to come up with an idea and not give it to you to go build. I want you hyper focused on Affistash and
yeah.
like making that product so much better. And like I get in these idea phases where, hey, this could be really cool, and then I ideate with you, and I'm like, no, we got to stay focused on Affistash. Let's but That's
And I
tough.
love that, dude. I think that's amazing. Like I always like sort of like brainstorming with people. I think like always expanding ideas and stuff like that. I'm a fan of like focusing on one thing, but at the same time, like if there's an opportunity right there, so that's like always when I see you coming with new ideas. That's why I always get so hyped. So who knows? Maybe in the near future, you might see another product from the duo.
I sure hope so. And you've got another product out here. It's what is your podcast product again?
It's a tool for podcasters called Podkit. So we're pretty much just helping podcasters build their media kit without the hassle of like hiring somebody. That one like is still relatively new. We just like finished sort of the product this month, but hopefully that grows into something pretty interesting. And hopefully next you guys will see the Affiliate Nerd Out podcast right in Podkit, all the stats and so on.
That's right. I'm going to share that in the notes today. Anybody who's got a podcast or likes podcasts can share this and be part of the affiliate program. I'm going to be your number one affiliate because I just believe in this product so much. It's really cool. But altogether,
Awesome.
like all summing it up, like Victor is a builder. And once he graduates high
Pretty
school
much, yeah.
here, he's going to go out and get a job building software in this industry and get some experience working for people before he ultimately turns into that entrepreneur for life. So very excited to see where your career goes. But for a topic of the day, we're going to be talking about AI automation tools, tricks and tips for affiliate managers. And since you're a builder, your mind works a little bit different than most. And I don't know anybody better at AI and automation than you, and which is really incredible since you are so young, but like you are on the cutting edge of all of this. And it, I really see you in the future being a chief AI officer at a company. And that's a role that is just being made up at this point for
Oh yeah.
companies. But like you're a fixer, you're a builder, you know how to do this stuff, right?
100%. Yeah. So definitely. And I guess like when it comes to AM's affiliate managers, sort of like a lot of people are their mind is towards like relationship building and sort of like the more human side of the things, which is amazing. Like that's how it should be. That's what the role of a manager should be, and so on. And when it comes to like monotone tasks, sort of like repetitive workflow, that's kind of like where I like to sort of like dig into it, look deeper and see like, is there any tech out there that could help this person or this company save time or save money. So that's like kind of also what I prepared for today's talk. Like I have a few processes that I know are like super time consuming or either time consuming or expensive for affiliate managers and for affiliate agencies out there. And then hopefully, I'm sure we'll both share a couple of tools, a couple of solutions, and so on that could help the guys watching um, be more efficient in their workflow. That's kind of like my goal today.
Okay, great. And I understand you've got some screen shares prepared for us.
For
So we'll
sure.
get into that and start talking about these AI tools and some of your favorites that you're using right now that are going to be helpful. So let's get
Amazing.
the screen share here. Give me a second.
Amazing. Yeah. Uh, yeah.
All
So
right.
I compiled a quick list of sort of like obviously um since we've started running Stash, like Dustin and I, we've talked to like a bunch of managers, a bunch of agencies, and a bunch of people in the industry. So with that in mind, like sort of we've seen that like the most time consuming tasks for AMs and for managers are usually recruitment, sending emails, spotting fake followers, so like making sure that you put money in the right campaigns and you're recruiting the right people in your program, and then onboarding new partners. And so my goal with this quick presentation, I have like um, just 4 slides sort of highlighting some of the top tools out there on the market, and also tips and tricks on using those tools to make your workflow as efficient as possible as a manager and save as much time and money from these processes. So starting up with affiliate recruitment, obviously I think there's no surprise that like Dustin and I we're going to talk about Affistash and what our solution does and everything. So pretty much, and I'll jump right into Affistash to show you guys as well. We can use a URL of a brand and turn it into a big list of potential affiliates that we can reach out to. And this is only possible with the power of AI and sort of with the power of machine learning and automation. So if we go right into AlphaStash, you guys can see here that we have a brand in the dashboard. Obviously, if you're an agency and you go to set your brand data, you'll have multiple brand slots that you look for and so on. So you can switch between brands. And the beauty of this is that like you can pretty much just tell our platform, this is the URL of the brand that I'm trying to recruit affiliates for, and then it will fetch all the data that it needs about that specific brand. So as you guys can see here, I inputted alphastash.com as my brand, and it extracted like all the keywords, the target audience, the description, and so on. And from here, what I can do is I can just go back to the dashboard or go to Discover Partners, and then I can go to any single one of the multiple partner discovery methods that we have in here. Obviously, my favorite one is the AI Partner Finder. And then from here, I can just select 2 fields. So it will ask me for the types of partners that I'm looking for and for the platform. And we, as you guys can see here, we support over 10 platforms. From what I know, we're probably the only tool on the market that will let you guys search for affiliates and influencers on social media platforms as well. So from here, you can see that we get a big list of potential publishers that we can reach out to. This was a search that I ran for a brand that actually sells flowers, so an e-commerce brand. So you guys can see here that all these posts are top ranking and targeting our top ranking keywords. So this is like a super, super cool thing that you can do without you having to do the keyword analysis, without you having to use any other expensive SEO tools. Not even mentioning that you can get all this like really insightful traffic data in like a second using AlphaStash. You get their top keywords, their geographical data, and so on. But this is just like one feature that you have in here. You can even search for lookalikes, and this leverages as AI as well. So pretty much right here, I can come in here, select the platform that I want to search on. So it can be SEO, YouTube, Twitter, whatnot. And then it will find me hundreds of more similar affiliates that post on those specific keywords. And
For sure. And
yeah, so this is like super powerful. Yeah.
Absolutely. And lookalike is probably my most utilized tool within the tool. I'm in there almost every day. If I find a good affiliate and I want to replicate it, that's the thing I use. So great explanation on AlphaStash there. Like there is some lists that we've built in a matter of minutes that we're putting up as lead generation. You might have seen like this 800 YouTubers list come up, and Vic is the guy that can build this. And let's can you run us through like how you're building that list here?
100%. Yeah, so I'm taking a quick look at the list right here. So as you guys can see, like we have a couple data points that are super, super important for managers to look at. So we have the source, the contact example, the URL, the contact email, and this is for YouTubers as well. So we're scraping like emails from their description and so on. And then you can also see the referral link. So this is like super easy to build with AlphaStash, and I'll show you guys exactly how I did it. So right here, you can go for any of the 4 partner discovery methods inside the tool. But honestly, like for this list, I went directly to the manual search engine and I went for YouTubers, obviously. So here I just went into YouTube, and right here under keywords to include, I was obviously looking for YouTubers that review like e-commerce products, you know? So as you can see here, like we have, I don't know, tech products, we have outdoor products, and so on. So in this instance, what I would do is just like come in here, and for keywords to include, I don't know, Dustin, you can suggest like just an example of a product that we can
how about
for,
just best sleep, best like
best sleeping mask or something, or
best sleep tools. I don't know, sleeping products. I don't know.
Okay, we can do something like best products for better sleep, I guess.
Okay.
And so the beauty of this is that firstly, we can do multiple keywords at the same time, and then we can also do advanced filters as well. So we can exclude a couple keywords. We can search for hashtags as well if we're in social media. And let's say we do another keywords. We'll do sleep product review, and then click
Right.
enter. And 2 keywords should be all good for now. So I'll just click on search. And if I didn't have any typos in here, we should have like a pretty good list to base this. All right. So as you guys can see, it just loaded. We have 150 results, which is really good. And as you can see here, like all of these are like best sleep products, products to help you get better sleep. So like really, really good quality publishers ranking on the keywords that we're looking for. So from here, I can just click export and confirm I sure want export 150 leads. I'll do yes, start export. This will take a couple minutes and they'll get an email when this is finished. But just to make sure that we save time, I'll show you guys what a list will look like. So if we go here under my exports, these are actually the exports that I did to compile this list of 800 YouTubers. So I'll just like download the latest one and see what data we get right here. So from this one, we have 150 leads inside, and takes a bit to open because there's a lot of data. But you can see here that I was looking for wireless chargers for cars and so on. And look at this data. Like this is super, super nice. Firstly, we see here that we have emails for these YouTubers. We also see their referral links. So for this one, it looks like they're using Genius Link, which highly indicates like affiliate activity.
Yep.
Same for this one right here, share a sale, Amazon links, Bitly links. So this is like super, super nice. Obviously, we can't scrape emails for all of them, unfortunately, because it's YouTube's policy and so on. So we can only get the emails of the ones that have them public. Now, luckily, a lot of YouTubers have their emails public, which is great.
Yeah.
But just for filtering more easily, you can just sort this from A to Z or something like that. So you get the leads with the emails first. And then for the ones that don't have emails, you can just leave them for manual outreach or something else. So this is pretty much how I built that list. It's just like, and how much did this take, Dustin? Like, I don't know, you tell me. Maybe under a minute, 2, 3
literally
minutes,
under 5 minutes, and you can get a CSV file with all these emails that you can instantly start reaching out to people. I spend a little bit more time. I give thumbs up to ones I'm looking for, and I want to train that algorithm to find more results like that in the future. But that's just me. But
that's a good practice.
One of the most annoying things about finding YouTubers is how many clicks you have to do to get to their email address with a reCAPTCHA. This is skipping all of that, and it's just giving you the greatness there. All right, that's enough of a party about AffyStash. Let's talk about some of those other tools that you want to suggest. What other methods for AMs or products do you see using out here? What else do you got for us here?
100%. Yeah, so I mean, the next sort of like process that I think we can really, really help automate and also improve with AI is definitely like sending emails. And there's a bunch of tools out there that can help you guys automate the emails that you send to partners. So pretty much, firstly, like we have AffyStash in here. I won't tap into it because you guys already saw it in the first section of the podcast, but Instantly is one that we've actually used internally as well, and that worked really well. So just like to show you guys quickly as well, you can see on their landing page that it will let you personalize using AI prompts. So something that you can do actually with like an AffyStash export, you can put their, let's say I can put their content example under my content variables under my custom variables in Instantly, and tell it using like GPT or something like that, tell it like, make a compliment about their video, and then their icebreaker would look something like, oh, I saw you have a video about fast and efficient car chargers. That's funny because I was just looking for one for my, I don't know, for my new car or something like that. And you can just see that sounds a lot better than when you're just like bulk emailing and with like, join my affiliate program, or we have this product, can you review it? Because like, firstly, it's basically like telling them that, okay, my content helped this person and they have like an opportunity for me to make money on. So I definitely suggest Instantly. Great tool. I know people working there, and they have a great mission with the tool. We also have Smart Lead right here. They are also a similar tool. So I don't know, just based on the preference, you can go for any of these.
Yeah,
but
both very affordable prices as well
100%.
for you, and it really helps my workflow as an affiliate manager when I'm doing that bulk outreach. Great
Totally.
suggestions there. What else you got outside the emails?
Yeah, probably my favorite one, spotting fake followers. I just posted like a LinkedIn carousel about it and people like enjoyed it a lot because it's a
Hmm,
big problem in influencer marketing.
for sure.
So a tool that I love about this is Hype Auditor. And what I love about their tool right here is that you have like a lot of really insightful data. So firstly, if we go to their website, you'll see here that they have a pretty complex platform. Now, their main feature is check any influencer. And the beauty of this is they can just come here and enter. I don't know if I want to do Mr. Beast or something. I don't know. He's obviously a big YouTuber out there. But for this example, I picked like one of my personal favorite content creators like MKBHD, Marquise Brownlee. And what we can see here, this is completely for free, by the way, which is just crazy. But we can first like see the engagement rate, which usually indicates if we have a suspicious activity of fake followers. But the beauty about it is that it will compare it to the industry standard. So right here, we can see that for Marquise's channel, like it's right around the average. And we can also see that like the subscriber growth rate. And the crazy thing about this is that if they bought followers or views at any point, we can just look for peaks
Yeah.
in this one right here. So let's say on January 22nd, if we see like a big spike and then like a super, super slower growth, it can either mean that they had like a super viral video, which that could be the case. We can check that. Or it means that they likely bought like followers or something like that. We can
Yeah.
also see their total video views and average views, which is a lot of really, really nice insights. And then we also have something similar in Alphastash. So if you guys want to fetch audience data, you'll be able to see like number of views and the number of likes, as well as like audience interest and so on. But
Hmm.
for like checking the stats, I definitely recommend you guys like run this through Hype Auditor. So this is like a super, super powerful tool when it comes to like spotting fake followers.
All right. Great suggestion. Love that. And then you got one more slide for us. What's the last thing?
Yeah, last one is just like onboarding new affiliates, right? So whenever somebody joins your program, how you do you make sure that their support is top notch and so on, and that they get activated properly and start posting. And actually, here I have a couple tools. Like, firstly, we have like Mailchimp and MailerLite, so which are your standard like email marketing. I'm sure Dustin managing like you've managed a lot of programs. When you get a new affiliate, it should go into like an email sequence, sort of like onboarding email sequence, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I definitely recommend MailerLite. Super, super cheap and affordable. Mailchimp, I guess, if you guys are looking for a more enterprise solution, it's super great. But basically, like when it comes to onboarding, like probably three things that you want to have in mind. So like sending emails, onboarding materials, and then affiliate support. And there's actually a tool right here started by somebody from our community, so Rue from Australia. I actually spoke to him, and I'm a big fan of what he's building at Boostbox. And they're a smaller tool just starting out, but I love the idea of what they're building. So they have like a really good tool for affiliate materials and affiliate support that is made with AI. So pretty much what this means is that you can train a chatbot on your materials, on your past work with affiliates, on your policies, and so on. And then you can basically tell your affiliates, like, you have any questions, go ask this AI and it will help you immediately. And then if you have more questions, reach out to our affiliate manager or to our support team.
Hmm.
Which, like, this is super, super nice for the affiliate managers, because obviously the last thing that you want to do is have like a bunch of support emails with like repetitive questions. And this is something that like can be automated by AI. So when Rue told me about what he's building, I instantly thought like, okay, this is super cool, and I wanted to include it in today's quick presentation.
That is great. Cool tool. That is on that like cusp of like how much is too much automation, right? And like the last thing we want to do in partnership marketing is uh, take away the aspect of face to face and the partnership relationship, and that one's like close to it, but I think the effectiveness of it is super valuable as well.
For
So
sure.
that's great, Vic. Thank you for all those tools and suggestions there. I want to pivot a little bit into while we're wrapping up here about your entrepreneur struggles here as you
Right.
are as I mentioned at the top of this episode, like you're out there hustling like I've never seen before, right? Like you go to school every day and then you come home and get some work done. What are some of those struggles that you're having to work through? And I guess AI is a big part of your life because
Oh yeah.
you are limited on time, right?
Yeah, dude, for sure. I mean, honestly, like I don't think that now that you brought it up, I don't think I realized how much like AI helped me. Like I definitely wouldn't have been able to like ship features as fast for Fstash, like ship new products and fix bugs. So definitely a big part now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, just like definitely like juggling school and like sort of work is really tough. And it's really easy to like lose that balance, you know. um so if there's like anybody that's like trying to do something outside of school in high school, I would still 100% recommend it, and I think it's definitely something to go for. But I'm just like, I can't emphasize enough how much you should avoid that burnout, because like burning out at like 16, 17, 18, it's probably like most one of the most unhealthiest things that can happen. So I'm not even like entirely sure if I ever experienced like a full on burnout, but I definitely had a lot of moments where I was like, well, I don't know if this still goes, you know, or if like I should still keep doing this. And then um obviously like uh you know, customer support, product issues, and so on, it's a lot. But when you look in like the grand scheme of things, you got to realize that having like a bad day in terms of like sales, or in terms of like having bad feedback from customers, just like try to see the bigger picture, you know, like where we were a year ago, or where we were like 2 years ago, or something like that, and just like realize it's been a long journey and we've come really really far. So I think even in those lower moments, just like realize that. And if you gotta take a break, like definitely go for it. I don't I think that like it's definitely necessary, and I don't judge anybody, especially teenagers that are trying to go into business, to take a break. But also like you gotta realize that you should take advantage of the fact that you're still low on expenses. You know, you're like, I
Right.
mean, you don't have many expenses and stuff like that. You're still um, either living with your parents or just moved out or whatnot. So you know, there's like a couple of things that like sort of impacted my journey out there.
Yeah, and it's something I'm always cautious of you working too hard. I'm always telling you, like, make sure you get some life experiences in
Oh
there. I
yeah.
don't want you living behind a computer and burning out because you have your entire life to go and work, but you only
Yeah.
have one uh, time where you're in your childhood and you're in your college years. Those are some of the greatest times of my life and some of the happiest. And I hate to see people burn out like that, and I'm
Yeah.
super glad that you're cautious of it. So, any tips out there for those people that are in that entrepreneurship for what you are doing as with your limited amount of time that you set aside for your free
Right.
space?
Yeah, I think like definitely firstly like find quality people that you can work with, right? So like it's super tough to do everything in your business. So like in the beginning, I'd say just like focus more on growth rather than profitability, you know? So if you can pay somebody to run your, I don't know, your social media, do that. If you can pay somebody to implement a feature for you, do that if like the budget allows you. So I think that that's something, especially because money should not be an option if you're still like a teenager, or not an option but not a
Hmm.
problem.
Yeah.
Obviously if that is the case, then I don't know exactly, I probably don't have the best tips, but you know, like just try to outsource as much as you can, try to build a quality team. I like to work, when it comes to like product and like building and so on, I love to work with people around my age. So try to surround yourself with people like that. Then definitely like take breaks, travel. I love like traveling. That's probably my favorite way of like spending my money. And then also you know, travel, party, have a good time to keep that balance. And that's pretty much it, I guess. In terms of like tips, I think like outsourcing is really important. And a lot of people say like, oh, you're starting your business out, like just nonstop work, work, work. You're doing this, you're doing that. But I think like if you learn the fundamentals of business from the beginning, is even if your business is not doing like astronomical numbers, it's super, super valuable. And if you are surround yourself with the right people, you will find other people that are willing to either work for not a full-time salary or even for free, just to be part of something cool, of
Yeah.
like a grander mission.
Great points. Love it. All right. It's that time of the show for you to defend your post. So I dig into your profile and I found
Let's see.
this. And this is a
Okay.
this is a video that somebody brought up to me of like you were just scribbling and you had your
Right.
nose strip on. I'm like, he brought it to my attention and I just laughed. Like, what are you doing with this nose strip thing? Why Hermosia this up with your videos?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm allergic to like a couple of things, including like dust and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, especially like during the March, April, usually around that time. I can't remember when that video was posted, but when it's like the season with more allergies and stuff like that, it's tougher to breathe sometimes. So I was like, well, I know people will find this gimmicky and maybe think that I'm mocking like Alex Hormozi and they're trying to beat him. But I'd rather that than like sneezing during the video and like doing, blowing my nose and stuff like that. So I just went with it. But it's good that some people found it funny. I think it's the only time that I recorded a video with a nose strip, because nowadays I just like wear them probably during sleep.
Yeah. All right. So is that a necessity, not vanity, or like you just
Oh
forgot?
no, not at all. No.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Vic, how do we get a hold of you?
LinkedIn, Twitter, that's where I'm mostly at. And then afistache.com/Vic if you want to talk. I have a calendar there. So anything about like affiliate recruitment, automation, anything in terms of software, I'm happy to have a chat.
Fantastic. All right, buddy. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being here.
Cool.
And we'll see you on the other side.
Appreciate it.